Hello everyone, today I'm going to be doing the love reading for January 2016 for all the signs. It's just going to be a quick reading just to get an overview of what's going on and any advice that the cards have for you. I'm going to be using the normal playing cards and the Lenormand Gilded Reverie deck. So we'll start off with the playing cards and we'll be also starting with Aries. Love reading for Aries for the month of January 2016. Reading for Aries, month of January 2016. Love reading for Aries, January 2016. Reading for Aries, January 2016. I'll try to edit most of this shuffling out for you so you're not sitting around watching for 5 minutes as I shuffle, as I normally do. Right. So Aries, what's in store for Aries for the month of January? Okay. Oops. Aries for the month of January 2016. Love advice. Aries for the month of January 2016. Love advice for Aries for the month of January 2016. Oh. I'll take that one. Okay. So it looks like there's going to be a bit of communication coming in. Lots of communication, lots of twittering. Twittering or text messaging. A lot of messages coming through, whether emails, phone messages, text messages. Lots of messages discussing things. There's a desire to communicate, whether if you're a female or you're the yin energy in the relationship. There's a need to communicate something to your partner who probably isn't as willing as you are. They're more focused on not so much on the relationship, but on finances and those kind of matters. And you feel like he's a bit wishy-washy if we're looking at the yang energy as a male. Probably a little bit less likely to want to connect at this point. They probably feel the relationship is stable enough so they don't have to invest as much at this point. If you're already in a relationship, you may not feel that they're as warm or as giving towards you. That's just because they're focusing on financial matters at the moment for the month of January. And your need to communicate is probably not being well received or not being reciprocated at this point. But this card indicates that there will be communication. It may pick up pace more towards the end of the month. A need to communicate and trying to draw the yang energy or the male energy more towards communication, or someone who's not as willing to communicate towards you. All right, so on to Taurus. Taurus. Love reading for Taurus for the month of January 2016. Love reading for Taurus for the month of January 2016. Love reading for Taurus for the month of January 2016. Love reading for Taurus for the month of January 2016. Love reading for Taurus for the month of January 2016. Okay. Okay, Taurus. We're looking at some male energy that is, or yang energy, that is very firm. So if you're a female Taurian, there's a male around you that is an air sign or someone who is very mentally strong, possibly even rigid. You're going to be having some communications with this person. This person is unwilling at this point to enter into any kind of intimate connection. If you are already in a relationship, I would be giving this person a bit of space. They're thinking about things. They've probably even got some health issues that they're dealing with. Whether it's mental or physical, there is some issues that this person is dealing with at the moment, and they're not able to connect with you at this point on an intimate level that you would like. And probably even stress happening. They're looking away, focused on themselves for the month of January. If you are a male watching this, I would say that you are probably being a little stubborn in some area, which is a shock, isn't it, for Taurians? But being a little bit stubborn, and it is affecting your love relationship. In fact, it's causing a little bit of strife on the other side, and it's causing strife in communications with the other person who's now responding to you with coldness. So just be aware of how you're interacting with your loved ones, because your responses or your interaction with them is actually producing coldness in the relationship. It's having an additive effect of coldness. So just be aware of that. You want to be putting down roots in this relationship that are solid and strong, and you won't do it with a stubborn attitude. So flexibility is needed, as this card here is saying. The tree is about nourishment, it's about putting down roots, but trees can also be very rigid and brittle. So just be careful of the words you're using, and also be careful of health issues in January. Don't become too rigid. If there's something that's troubling you, go and get it checked out. Don't be stubborn about health issues either. But flexibility is required here, because I feel like there is a lacking of flexibility. There's a bit of stubbornness happening, and that is also impacting on the relationship. On to Gemini, the air sign of Gemini. So love reading for Gemini for the month of January 2016. Love reading for Gemini for January 2016. Love reading for Gemini for January 2016. Any advice? Give Geminis, the energy around Geminis for January 2016. Okay. So what I see here, which is interesting for a Gemini, there's duality. Again, there's two male energies, there's two yang energies showing up. And two very strong, solid, loving energies. It could be that you have two people on the go, which wouldn't be uncommon for Gemini, and lucky for you if you do. So there may be two people that you are interested in, or there's two aspects of someone that you are witnessing in January. So you see stability in one of them, and you see the emotional connection with the other. The advice here is patience, because things are starting to build. There's also some financial issues that need to be dealt with the earth energy. There's an earth energy and a water energy here. So with the water energy, you need a little bit of patience to build on your connection with them. For the earth energy, they're very focused on finances. Either one is good for you. Either one can offer you stability and support. And if we're looking at this being an aspect of one person, whether you are the yang energy, the male energy, or you are the female energy who has this person in your life, they're very stable. They're in it for the long haul with you. Either one of them, they're in it for the long haul. So whatever you choose, there may actually be a choice. Though I don't feel like there is. I feel like there's, if it is one person, it's probably someone maybe that you work with, that you share a connection with, and that you'll probably see another side to. And I see that this energy between the two of you is quite strong and loving, and has the potential for longevity. So you may find that you are working with them in some form, and that relationship then turns to a romantic relationship given time and patience. But right now the focus is on the work and the financials. But definitely a strong position. Either way, whatever you choose. I feel more the earth energy, that you're more connected to the earth energy. Either way, they're strong. They're stable. Be interesting to see how this plays out over the coming months. Let's just see what's underneath here. I'm intrigued now. Okay. You'll probably turn towards more of the earth energy, because you want stability now in your life. You want someone who not only looks at the emotional aspects, but looks at the financials as well. That's something that's important to you at the moment. Now, on to Cancer. Love reading for Cancer. The month of January 2016. Love reading for Cancer. Cancer for the month of January 2016. Reading for Cancer for the month of January 2016. Love reading for Cancer, month of January 2016. Love reading for Cancer, for the month of January 2016. Love reading. Oh, there we go. Well, Cancer, what do I see for you? I see someone having a bit of anxiety and fear over a relationship or a connection with someone who's an air sign. There's a bit of anxiety. There is love there. There's a definite connection and there's definite love, but there's a bit of anxiety. And it actually may be someone from your past that either has returned or is still in your life in some form. But either way, there's been an ending or there has been a loss of some description, but there's still love and connection between the two of you. This air sign, whether it's a male or a female or yang or yin energy, I don't feel like they're all that connected or that either of you see the potential of the relationship just yet. I feel like you have some anxieties, and the anxiety is as a result of not fully knowing what you want. The Jack here is indicating a little bit of immaturity or a little bit of insecurity and lacking knowledge or experience in something. And so the anxiety is adding to the conflict. And I feel like the air energy is looking away from the relationship. They're probably looking towards something else because they don't see your committedness. But there's definitely love connection between the two of you, and I feel like however the relationship evolves, it's actually going to be very positive. Whether it's a friendship or whether it's a love relationship, it's very positive. There's healing and there's emotional connection and there's support and blessings between the two of you. I feel that even though there's been loss in the past, there's still a connection between the two of you, even though the connection may not be romantic at this point. Be interesting to see how that one plays out also. All right. So on to Leo. So love reading for Leo for the month of January 2016. And remember, these are just very quick snapshots of what the potential is for the month of January. If you'd like to have a more in-depth reading, you can contact me on gemtarot@gmail.com. Love reading for Leo for the month of January 2016. There we go. Okay, so Leo, what I see here is some changes taking place. Because of some sort of dissatisfaction in a relationship, there's water here, so it could be with a water sign or someone who's deeply emotional. They're yang energies, so whoever is the yang energy in the relationship, there is some changes happening, and there's a sense of being confined in the relationship. Maybe you're looking towards some more excitement in your relationship with someone, or maybe there's a choice between two lovers, one more mature and one more romantic and outgoing. Either one, they seem to be very loving towards you. I feel that whatever changes are going on, it's because you feel like you need to be released from confinement, like there is some sort of confinement in the relationship. Maybe the issues were brought about by finances. You felt bogged down with a situation and you're looking for a way out and some excitement. There may be interference from another person in the relationship, which is causing a bit of stress or maybe some arguments going on as a result of this other individual. Either way, the confinement, it could be seen as security. No matter what the issues are, there is still a stability. There is still stability in the relationship, and there's still a strong connection. I don't see a break up or you're feeling confined by the relationship. maybe you're feeling like this yang energy is not as outgoing or as romantic as you would like, but maybe this is leading them towards the changes that are happening so that this person does come out of their shell, so to speak. There's a lot of water energy here, even with the anchor. It may be that this person is becoming more lighthearted, leading towards lightheartedness, and that there is still stability with the relationship, or maybe that there is someone younger who is influencing the relationship, causing a little bit of arguments, or either way, the relationship is stable. Whether you feel confined in it or not, there is still a stability in the relationship. So there's room for growth, or room for changes to occur. Just be careful of frustrations. Okay, Virgo. What I see here is some important communication needs to take place. There's been some dissatisfaction in life, dissatisfaction in the way things are going. So there's actually some positive communication happening with your partner in relation to needing to make some changes. Possibly even needing more relaxation time, possibly about finances, wanting to go away or take a trip somewhere and needing to discuss the details about that trip. You're feeling a bit bogged down by the situation. Maybe there's been a bit of pressure financially. But there's a discussion about changes, communicating about things that have been frustrating over the last couple of months, and I feel like there needs to be a holiday or a vacation taken somewhere to get away from it all. You need to nut out the details about that. There needs to be, or you've already got something planned that you're going away and you need to finalize the details. But either way, there's details involved, possibly about finances as well, discussion about finances. I feel like there's either a sense of being pulled down by finances, or trying to solidify finances, make them more stable so that you can go on that holiday that you've been planning or wanting to take. I feel you will go. You just need to discuss the details of it, have that discussion to try to make things happen and move things forward, and look at making some changes for the month of January regarding your finances, and planning for some holiday time. Next we have Libra. So Libra, love forecast for Libra for the month of January 2016. Love forecast for Libra for January 2016. January 2016. I'm going to shuffle that again because I didn't feel fully complete. Okay. Got some interesting cards. Love forecast for Libra for January 2016. Love forecast for Libra January 2016. Awesome. Libra, I feel like you have had some obstacles in the past that you've been dealing with up until now. Possibly related to some relationship issues in the past that have hung around you until now. You're coming out of the loss. You're moving forward and you've been focusing on your work as a means to overcome the issues. I feel like you are moving into a more stable time and you are going to move into a more stable relationship with a fire sign. And I feel like this fire sign man, gentleman, is a little bit older, wiser, more stable, more grounded, definitely loyal, very stable and balanced. And I feel like it's a more balanced relationship than what you've had in the past. I feel like this is a very good relationship for you, and that will take you away from the issues that you've had in the past. You're letting go of everything and all the stress that you've had before, and you're moving into a time with someone new that will offer you more stability, offer you harmony. You will be more in sync with this fire sign than you have with previous energies. This person is very loyal to you. In fact, there's loyalty on both sides. I feel that it's more balanced. So let go of what's been and let go of the past, issues, because I feel like they're still around you. You're still entertaining them on some unconscious or subconscious level, or superconscious level, I should say. And you really do need to let them go in order for this energy with the fire sign to become balanced and to move forward in your life. So letting go of the past that no longer serves you, and it doesn't even feel like a new relationship, or maybe it is. Maybe it's just someone you feel very comfortable and familiar with, like a friend, like someone you have known for a while maybe, and you decide to take it further, or suddenly you recognize them. It's someone that feels familiar to you. Whether it's someone from your past, it could well be someone from your past, someone new that feels very familiar to you. You feel like there's a karmic connection with them, and it's actually very loving and very loyal and very stable. So I think there's some positive changes happening for you. Okay, and now on to Scorpio. A Scorpio love reading for January 2016. Scorpio love reading for January 2016. That really wanted to come out. Anything else? Okay. Scorpio. I see that there has been a crossroads in a relationship. There's been some changes, maybe possibly even stress, possibly work-related stress impacting on the relationship. And there's an air sign, female or male, that is more of a yin energy. Someone who's direct, but yet they still have a gentler side to them. feel like there may have been some stress with this person, but I feel like there's recovery. I think there needs to be some patience to give things time to work themselves out. Maybe there's been some distance between you. If your partner is in another state or out of town or even overseas, there's distance between the two of you, but I feel like there's a possibility of recovery and healing. And I feel like that other person is thinking about you from afar. Thoughts, positive, happy thoughts being sent to you, but there's also a need for patience and a bit of downtime for things to sort themselves out. Maybe because there has been some stress between the two of you. But things are moving positively in the right direction, and you have to be open for change. You have to be open to changing in order to meet this other person halfway, but give it a bit of patience and time. This person is obviously still thinking about you. They're still having loving thoughts towards you, but there's just a period of recuperation after a period of stress in the relationship. Yes. And I feel like there is a basis of love and commitment here, but just need a little bit of time to sort through the issues. Okay, next we have Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Love reading for Sagittarius for January 2016. Sagittarius, January 2016. Oops. Love reading Sagittarius for January 2016. Reading Sagittarius, January 2016. Reading Sagittarius, January 2016. Reading Sagittarius, January 2016. Saggies, you have, or you are coming into a very stable, committed time. There is going to be some momentous changes, possibly a rebirth of a relationship with someone who is a water sign or has those qualities of a water sign. Water signs being Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Some changes, some momentous changes. There's going to be more stability, but there's more work involved in bringing about this relationship. But it's stable, it's committed. I feel like this person who is more of a yin energy. So it's a yin energy, so it's more nurturing. Whether it's a male or a female, it generally doesn't matter in general readings. It's more of a yin energy, so it's someone who's more nurturing, who's giving, who's supportive, emotional. So this person is prominent in your life, whether it's you or whether it's someone else in your life. There will need to be some work involved with the relationship. There's some changes happening, transformations happening with the relationship, but it's very committed, very solid at this point. And I feel like there's a ray of light coming. You know, there's probably been some ambiguity or confusion, but I feel like decisions are being made, a clear communication is occurring in order for these things to happen, and more work is involved to bring this relationship to its height. But there is light at the end of the tunnel. So I'm hearing there's more good things to come, but more work needed to move the relationship forward. Definitely a positive sign and a new beginning with someone. Okay. And Capricorn. And just to reinforce the fact that these readings are general, if this sign, the sun sign reading doesn't apply to you, and you know what your moon or rising sign is, then check those out also, because that may have more of an impact on you, because the moon is emotions, and usually people in relationships are dealing with their moon energy, so that might be more applicable to your situation if you check out your moon or your rising, more so your moon in love readings, and Venus, but let's not get too complicated. So Capricorn. Love reading for Capricorn for January 2016. Love reading for Capricorn. Whoop, that really wants to go. Wow, beautiful. That really wanted to come out. So Capricorn, we're coming into January with, looks like there's been a bit of indecision and worry in relationships, or emotionally there's been some indecision and worry and stress about relationships. Probably even arguments. Someone has been not fully focused in the relationship, not very committed, but now you're coming into the month of January with a sense of impending commitment. I feel like you or someone or your partner or significant other is now wanting to commit, and there will be communication regarding this. There will be some good news or communication that will lead to fulfillment of love. So the communication is very positive, and it could well be a new love affair. If you have been indecisive about someone, there will be a sense of more committed sense with this person. There will be communication or good news about your relationship with this person. This person will be more committed, so will you. If you are not in a relationship at the moment, expect a new romantic relationship with someone who will potentially want to be a partner with you. So not just a casual encounter, it will be someone that you could potentially have a long-term relationship with. Or at least a committed relationship with. Again, this is general reading, so I can't predict the future for all relationships, but this is just the energy that's coming through at this time. And with this, there will be a sense of contentment. You'll finally feel contented. You'll finally feel at ease after a period of indecision or worry and struggle. So this change will bring a sense of completion to plans or ideas with the relationship. So yes, there is a sense of more solid committedness and completion in this situation, or you will feel like this relationship that you're moving into, this new relationship, will offer you a sense of fulfillment or completion that you have been looking for. So very positive for you, Capricorn. And next on to Aquarius. Aquarius. Those lovely air signs out there. So what is in store for Aquarians? With love in January 2016. That's better. Where is love reading for January 2016? Where is love reading for January 2016? Love reading for January 2016. Anything else? Okay, Aquarius. I feel like there's been some, again, change. Change has been a real theme in the readings for the month of January. So again, some sort of change has occurred. There's a period of recuperation and recovery. I feel like there's a male. If it is a male, it's more of an immature yang energy that has been indecisive. So someone possibly younger than you, or someone who has more of that immature energy, not quite developed in their ideas or thinking. And an air sign, it could be you, it could be someone else, that have been indecisive, not quite fully clear about where they are headed with the relationship. And there's been a period of, or there will be a period of recuperation, possibly time out, more so time out, I feel. There's been some sort of dissatisfaction and ambiguity because someone hasn't been reliable, and that's caused a bit of stress. But there is, given a bit of time, there will be a recovery. There will be more stability coming. It's like this situation has caused a bit of stress, but you're coming out of that. I feel like there will be some news or communications coming in that will offer recovery from the stress. So new messages or communication with this person that will bring a sense of peace and calmness and stability back into the relationship that it was missing before. There was a bit of chaos and ambiguity before. I feel like you're coming out of that slowly. I don't feel like there's going to be any quick changes, but slowly coming out of that stressful period into more sense of calm. And it is someone from the past, so you're dealing with something that you've been trying to work through for a while. So just give it a little bit of time to work itself out. This person isn't quite clear yet. Still not clear yet, but they are coming out of their ambiguity. There will be recovery. So it's again saying don't lose hope. It's interesting when I think back to the tarot reading for the month of January. I remember the last few cards were saying something similar. Don't lose hope. You might be disappointed with how things have been going because you might have felt a loss, but not all is lost. There is hope of recovery. It just needs some time to work itself out. I feel like it numerologically as well. It's a spiritual growth time, especially for this other person, but also for you. Use this time as spiritual growth. Do look at the relevance of why these things are occurring. What is it that you can learn from the experience? I think it correlates quite well with the tarot reading that it is a bit of a frustration because there's a waiting period, but there is a period of calmness coming. There's been ups and downs with this situation, but it will resolve itself. and there will be a healing. Okay. And last but not least, our Piscean friends. What's in store for Pisces for the month of January 2016? What is in store for Pisces in the realm of love for January 2016? All right. And more change. Those fives keep coming out this month. Pisces. Let's look at Pisces. Love, January. Okay. I feel like there has been some ups and downs with you emotionally, and I think it's to do with work. So Pisces, your relationships are not really at the forefront here. It's money. Probably feeling like there's been some need for changes. You've been wanting to do make some changes financially or with your work, and I feel like that's your focus for January, trying to get ahead. And I feel like there will be a need to solidify your financial situation. There's possibly going to be some good luck with work prospects, some new ideas coming through, some messages that require effort on your part to move through. So I feel like there's new things approaching. You're coming towards the end of a situation. It's a 1. So yeah, numerologically it's a 1, and so it feels like, and it's interesting you have a 1 there. I feel like you're moving towards new growth. I feel like you're moving towards a new beginning. You're not quite there yet. You're now needing to put some things into action. You're hungry for it. I feel like the energy is building up for you to start addressing the financial situation to create stability. If we're looking at it purely from and I feel like it's more financial, but if we're going to look at it in terms of relationships, reach a more harmonious conclusion. I think there's a strong connection of friendship which will become more evident as you work through the issues. But it's saying work. Put some effort in. You need to work through the issues, and you need to find a way to communicate and work around the obstacles in order to reach a more successful conclusion and harmony, friendship, connection. I hope that these readings were useful to you all. Again, I'd like to hear any messages. If you have any comments to share, please do so. Otherwise, I'll see you all next month. Thank you for listening.